The next is discontent among the Indian soldiers. Dear children, we have initially learnt that in 1806 and in 1824 there were two revolts, major revolts which took place, which were posed by the Indian sepoys against the British army. Those were at Vellore and Barakpur respectively. Now let us see what were the reasons why the Indian soldiers or Indian sepoys were absolutely dissatisfied, unhappy with the British administration. The most important point was that the Indian soldiers were discriminated and ill-treated on every step by the Britishers. They were not given the same salary and allowances as the British counterparts got. That means the Indian sepoys or the Indian soldiers were paid much less as compared to the British soldiers. The Indian soldiers were also denied the right of various allowances which the British soldiers got. Moreover, the treatment which was given to the Indian sepoys or the Indian soldiers was very, very bad. They were ill-treated and insulted in front of the British counterparts. All the important higher ranks, higher posts in the British army were given only to the British soldiers. Indian soldiers were denied of allowances, of good salaries, and also they were not given higher posts in the British army. All these reasons gradually built or piled up a lot of unhappiness, discontentment in the minds of the Indian soldiers. But then there is always something which triggers and ultimately it paves way for a fight. Now what was that immediate cause? In 1856, the Britishers introduced new rifles in the army, and these rifles needed cartridges. Now these cartridges which were introduced by the Britishers were smeared with the fat of cows and pigs. Now what is the meaning of smeared? That means these cartridges had a cover which was made out of the fat of cows and pigs. And the Britishers precisely told the Indian soldiers that they had to open the cartridges by biting it with their mouth. It was very hard, and therefore there was no other option other than to tear it by keeping it in between your teeth and pulling it out. Now this gave a lot of this action of the Britishers was not at all acceptable to the Indian soldiers, because Indians in those times and even today are absolutely religious in their sentiments, and tearing away the fat, the cartridges cover which was made of the fat of cows and pigs was an unacceptable idea to the Indian soldiers. They felt that this has been purposely done by the Britishers to play with their religious sentiments, and the Hindu and the Muslim sepoys in the British army were extremely hurt and unhappy. These Indian sepoys, may it be Muslims or the Hindus, these Indian soldiers serving in the British army, refused to use these cartridges which were smeared with the fat of pigs and cows. The moment they started retaliating, the moment they refused that we will not use these cartridges because it is troublesome for us to accept the fact that it is made out of the fat of cows and pigs, and then we have to bite it. It was impossible for the Indians to do so. The moment these sepoys retaliated, they said no for the usage of these cartridges. They were severely punished by the Britishers. But then, dear children, somebody always takes the lead for a fight, and of course for a good cause. This was absolutely a good cause. It was not acceptable for the Indian soldiers that they wouldn't have ever tolerated this nonsense of the Britishers, and it was done with a very bad intention, with a very bad objective of the Britishers, and therefore we have Mangal Pandey from the Barakpur cantonment who stood up against the Britishers in the retaliation against their oppressive policy of introduction of these cartridges. What he did was, he was so angry with the Britishers that he killed an English officer as a retaliation, as a mark of retaliation, as a reaction to the unjust policies of the British government. But then it's very unfortunate that Mangal Pandey was immediately arrested and was hanged to death. But then, because of this action of Mangal Pandey of killing an English officer, the other and the thing which happened with him, that is immediate arrest and he was hanged, the other soldiers were angry like anything. The news of Mangal Pandey being hanged spread like wildfire all through the Indian territory, north, south, east, west, in all directions. And the entire Meerut cantonment, the Indian soldiers or the Indian sepoys in Meerut cantonment marched towards Delhi so that they could give a fierce fight to the Britishers. They started from Meerut and they had thought that we'll go to Delhi so that we can ask help from Bahadur Shah. And while they marched ahead from Meerut, they started, and on the way they were helped, and so many Indians, irrespective of what profession they followed, they hailed from which caste or creed or religion, it hardly mattered now, because there was only one thing which was going on in the minds of the Indians, that we should anyhow fight against the Britishers and stop their oppressive rule. And therefore, people from all sects, people from all castes, may it be farmers or peasants or artisans or workers or the sannyasis, even of course it was led by the soldiers, everyone volunteered on their own. That means they came forward on their own to join the soldiers or the Indian sepoys from Meerut. They had started from Meerut and they intended to reach to Delhi. So thousands of Indians joined in between, and finally they reached Delhi and they declared Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India. Now why did they do so? They did so because we have already learned, dear children, that there were so many revolts which we have learnt till now. But these were individually fought, and therefore they were easily crushed by the British government. They were in a secluded form, and therefore now the Indians felt that they should come together and give a collective fight to the British. And therefore all gathered at Delhi and they declared the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India, and they brought all the soldiers, all the people rather, Indians, under one roof, under one leadership, under the shelter of one ruler, so that they could fight unitedly against the British. So dear children, we stop here for today. We have learnt the causes of the freedom struggle of 1857. We also have studied that there were small revolts single-handedly led by so many people in India. At the same time, we have reached till the final outbreak or the final outburst of a big mutiny or the freedom struggle of 1857, which ended in Delhi. The outburst ended in Delhi, but the fierce fight actually started after this, because everyone came under one ruler, that is the Emperor of India, Bahadur Shah, and they decided to fight a united battle against the British government. Read the lesson till where we have done. In the next class, we will proceed with a small recap of what we have done earlier, and we'll continue with the scope of the struggle, leadership of the struggle, so on and so forth. Stay home, stay safe, look after yourself. Thank you.